which is a very interesting factor. As in, don't mind if I'm yapping a little bit too much. Like with the advent of modernism, what what so happened was like I'll just give you a brief. First, we had the Renaissance. With the Renaissance, what happened was all of art became secular, which actually predating Renaissance, what actually used to be the model of the day was that everything art actually had to deal with a religious identity, like even painting or even poetry for that matter, or art, like anything that what can actually be termed as art was actually something that was for the divine. With the Renaissance, a period came where everything actually became secular. So we have Michelangelo or Botticelli, for that matter. All these people, they actually made it more accessible so that the common people could actually connect to. And then you have the entire scientific revolution, where after the Renaissance, where everything science was taking over most of the industries that humans had set up. And then we have the Enlightenment, where we have people like Rousseau and all these people. So they all thought that science eventually would help mankind, that science would actually rule the intellectual thought from henceforth, which actually was not the case when we had the Industrial Revolution. After the Industrial Revolution, what so happened was that very science and the very technology that all these thinkers had actually pin their hopes on actually failed them, because they could see that humanity was not progressing as they thought it would. It was more of a development. Like you had trains, but you still didn't have a lot of superstitions that they didn't get eradicated. They weren't eradicated, for that matter. So here comes a point in time in history where most of the thinkers, intellectuals, the artists, they found themselves lacking like a center that was lacking. Like science could no longer be the center of humanity or anything, for that matter, because science could now be doubted. Like we know for a reason, because we've studied in our schools that anything is a hypothesis, and then henceforth things go on like that. So with modernism, what happened was that all these thinkers and the writers and everyone were actually more interested in trying to find a center for themselves. It was during this time that all these modernists like T.S. Eliot, James Joyce, or even Dylan Thomas. Dylan Thomas being the poet that Bob Dylan actually admired a lot, and that's where he gets his name, Bob Dylan. So stream of consciousness was something that, and James Joyce is a very interesting figure in English history, in literature history, because he's actually extended the entire territory of the language, like what language can actually do. And this is a good example of what language can actually do. And if you read, like when Arnav is going to read it out, like a lot of us are going to have a lot of trouble understanding what actually is Dylan talking about. So the book actually is not tackling any specific issue. It's more in the structure, the language, the way he speaks it is actually contains all the revolutionary thought of the 60s, which, and of course now in retrospect it all looks a little bit pretentious. It might just come across as pretentious because we've seen a lot of other things have come up after that. But we should never forget that that was actually a time when 60s was a period of complete political and social upheaval. And that is a time when a book like this, or even a book of poems like Howl, Legends Work, could actually take forward the idea of revolutionary thought forward. So this is why we plan to take a reading of this book. So now the form of what we are going to do is more of a creative exercise. So it's not that just the two of us are going to be here and sitting and sermonizing from Dylan's books. It's more like Arnav is going to walk around the crowd. So I would prefer that the crowd just relaxes a bit and just takes a breather. And there are a few lines of prose poem. Like the entire book is actually a prose poem. but for the matter of benefit of doubt, I'm just going to say that it's passages and poems. So what is going to happen is he's going to read out the passages, then he's going to hand the book to any one of you. I don't know who he's going to do that to, but he's going to hand the book to one of you. You will have to read the poem that he cites. Like, this is the poem that you need to read.